Okay, so daughter went over to her mom's house this previous Saturday, uh Friday, the 14th. Yeah. She Angelica was supposed to drop daughter off on Saturday, the 15th, 6:30 p.m., just like normal. She gets there, we get there at like 6:15, she gets there at like 6:22, okay? She proceeds to wait until 6:37 to let us know that we are here on time. Yeah, you fucking idiot. You parked right next to us. We could see you. We stupid. We automatically knew when they came that they were gonna try to pull something. Angelica's in the car. Angelica don't come with. Anytime Angelica comes with, it's because she's trying to pull something, you know? So she's like, but due to child endangerment, negligence, and abuse, you will not be getting hurt, and there will be an officer here. Well, I'm reading all these messages right now off of Cody's old phone. Um, but Cody don't have this phone no more. He's got a new number, which Angelica refuses to use the group chat that has Cody's new number in it because she demands physical proof that this is his new number. And we're just like, whatever. I don't care, you know. But we didn't see all this as it was going on, okay? Um, but according to the FOIA request that I put in for the incident report, it legitimately said that she called to ask to have responders there, to the police officers there, because she was not handing over the child, and that the father of her child uh is driving without a license, has no insurance on his car, and has expired tabs. Well, it's already been confirmed that there is another text message down in here that says something about isn't enforcement supposed to pull you over and impound an illegal vehicle? So, like I said, it's already been confirmed that not only did she make this call hoping Cody would be hauled off to jail so that she would have a legitimate reason to keep daughter, but she also was hoping that the car would be impounded. Joke's on you, you retard. Maybe if you want to accuse somebody of something, maybe have some legitimate, real evidence that they actually did something. Because we didn't. Okay, so Cody's mom, it's his car. She put the insurance in her purse to put it in the car, forgot about it. So it was still sitting in her purse and we didn't know. Well, the cop let me take a screenshot and show him. He ran the VIN number, everything. Everything matched up. Insurance has been on this car since it was bought. Since day one that his mom has had it, insurance has been on it. Also, uh Cody has a valid driver's license. He's never lost it. He's never been pulled over for drinking and driving. Um, we don't even we don't even drink anymore. It's been like over a year since we've actually just had a drink. Um, and even if we just had one teensy drink, we would not drive. We would stay home because it's not worth getting pulled over, you know? Um, so even one teeny tiny drink, we wouldn't even go anyways. So because of all that, Cody's never actually been pulled over for drinking and driving. He's never gone to jail. He's never gotten a DUI. He's never had his license taken away. So the license is valid. Cop goes over there. He shows Angelica that all of this is true. That this is all valid. So she starts complaining about the tabs being expired. And he straight up tells her, that's not a me issue. or a Cody issue. That is the owner of the car's issue that they have to take up with Secretary of State. It's not, the cop told her this, it's not Cody's problem because Cody does not own the car. So, um, Angelica comes back with, when you provide a vehicle with legal insurance, legal plates, tags on it, then maybe you can have my child, but you have failed to protect her. I need proof of valid driver's license, insurance, and legal tabs prior to anything happening. No information will be given about any pickups until you send all the things I've asked for to ensure my child's safety. By the way, I expect a nice, clear picture of all three things I requested and legible for court purposes. Um, First off, kind of like I said in the last video, we don't have to show you anything. Legally, we do not have to show you anything. You are nobody. You are just a regular old shitty ass civilian, okay? You are nobody. You hold no importance in this world. So we don't actually have to show you anything. Um, Besides the fact that the cop has literally, a police officer has literally told you that you were wrong and there is insurance and he does have a license. So why am I going to send you information when you were too ignorant to understand that the police officer, a government official, showed you that stuff? And then he advised her that it was not a wise decision to withhold the child based on the tabs alone being expired. And, she's like, I can't trust any of you. Y'all allowed my child to be subjected to child endangerment, negligence, and abuse. You claim you care for her, but it fails to show. Um, isn't law enforcement supposed to pull you over and impound your vehicle? Um, uh, then she goes on to say, uh, oh, Cody's mom was like, I can't wait. So Angelica was like, for what? The child endangerment, negligence, and abuse to finally be seen and heard in court? By the way, daughter told the officer she only wanted to go back with you guys because she's concerned I would go to jail. So the police officer asked daughter if she did indeed want to come home with her dad. And I guess the police officer asked her a couple of times the same question. In the first couple of times, she said no. But then the very last time the cop asked her and asked her to be truthful, she said yes, she did want to go. And apparently her mother uh, was telling her to say no. And when daughter finally said yes, that she did want to go, Angelica locked the doors, rolled up the windows, and she wouldn't let daughter out the car. So, I mean, you talk about us kidnapping kids. That's pretty fucked up what you just did. Now, because now you were officially holding your child against their will, and that can be traumatizing for a child. And, she's like, and I'm saying this now, y'all better keep your hands off my child. Um, she goes on to just, are we going to see these documents I requested to ensure my daughter's safety? She, where is it? Okay, so, okay. The tabs are a part of the vehicle being legal, are a part of the vehicle being legal and daughter being safe. I won't stand for child endangerment, negligence, or abuse. Not having proper tabs can result in being pulled over and the vehicle impounded, which affects daughter as she's caught in the situation. Also, if you get into an accident, she isn't covered as not having proper tabs can violate your insurance policy. she has medical insurance, so she would be covered. But she also makes it seem like not having insurance and tabs and driver's license um makes the vehicle unsafe to drive, like physically unsafe to drive. And it's like, I don't know where the fuck you get this information from. Like, do you just sit here and come up with shit in your head and then you just start telling them? Um, like you just start telling everybody that it's true? I'm not really sure. Um, but again, the car is insured. Cody has a license. The only thing is the tabs. None of that physically affects daughter's safety while driving. Um, but Sunday morning, you know, Angelica left at 6:53. Okay. Now, daughter did not know that any of this was going to go down. Okay. Nobody told her, nobody informed her over at that house, nobody informed her. Um, so she came along thinking that she was going to come home to her dad's house. So, in Angelica's messed up mind, she brought daughter knowing full well she was not going to hand her over and then left with her at 6:53. She didn't even wait till 7 o'clock because per court order, you were supposed to wait until 7 o'clock. So she left at 6:53. So then we left like 6:55, 6:56 because she left. She ain't handing over daughter. There's absolutely no reason for us to stay anymore. Um, so then she messages Sunday morning and she's like, I don't see the proper paperwork in my text messages this morning. I will not be demanded to be somewheres with my child until you provide what is needed. Also, due to you missing the exchange, I will be giving you a location to meet at. Now, you want to talk about what's allowed and what's not allowed. The McDonald's that we go to is the court ordered pickup and drop off. Legitimate court ordered. It is there in the paperwork. So you can't actually just choose where you can and can't drop daughter off at. Um, and then Cody's mom was trying to make a deal with her. But, the tabs on the vehicle have nothing to do with any of what went down, okay? She's just as delusional as she always was, and maybe she's becoming a little bit more unhinged and delusional, okay? Um, but she just they go back and forth um about Angel bitching about, I need proof. You have to show me proof. I'm not giving up daughter until you show me proof. And Cody's mom's trying to work with her in a way, but not everybody knows somebody who can just jump at the dime, flip of a dime and just be like, oh yeah, I'll go. No, why? So you can grill the next person that comes up. So, we ended up telling her on Sunday, um, the judge is not going to be happy with you. Yes, so on so much unnecessary BS that you trump up in at least once a month. And then, Angelica comes back with until all records of proper paperwork are provided, or you find other legal transportation for her, you won't be picking her up in a vehicle that puts my child in harm's way. Again, you must be some kind of fucking idiot because paperwork has nothing to do with the physical safety of a vehicle. And you are on a much different level of stupidity if that is what you truly think. Um, so in the end, she is advised to rethink her plan. She's not handed over daughter at all. She didn't hand over daughter Monday, and then 3:45 Sunday. Now that you have refused, this conversation is over. See you in court. Any further communication is unwanted and will be taken as harassment outside of providing the legal documents to be able to transport daughter. Um, you're not scaring me. Again, if you're refusing to provide legal documents to protect my child, then it is my right to withhold her for her safety. I suggested an option to have a family member do the exchange that has everything legal for daughter's safety. Um, and when she says, "You're not scaring me," it's because we're telling her everything that the judge is not going to be happy with. So, Monday morning comes along, and daughter's not at school. I called the school, daughter's not at school. Okay, school gets an email that Angelica is trying to pull daughter out of school and switch her to a Northview school. Um, no, that's not happening. You have joint legal, but you do not have physical custody of your child. You get one night a week. The judge diminished your rights, your visitation rights with your daughter to one night a week because you could not be a parent enough, a good enough parent to warrant anything more. You have messed up so badly in your daughter's life that the judge does not see fit to give you more than one night a week. Um, she's so we I talk to the school and I'm like, you know, when Angelica emailed them, she told them that they had better uh forward any and all paperwork to the new school system by the next day. This was Monday, so by Tuesday. Otherwise, I will be seeking legal advice or legal action against you and the school district. And I told the principal at daughter's school, I was like, rest assured. Angelica and Cody, I was like, you've you've read the court order. You're familiar with it. You had to be familiar with it for these purposes, of any child. And it's like Angelica only gets Fridays. There's a joint legal where if they want to switch schools, they both have to sign off on it or whatever. Um, and since Cody has the actual full physical custody, and Angelica only has joint legal custody, that means that legally, Angelica cannot just pull daughter out of school and switch schools. So when I told her this, I said, rest assured in the fact that even if she tried to sue you, she can't. She won't get anywheres, and the judge will throw that out, probably while laughing at her. And then I went ahead after I got off the phone with daughter's school, and I called the other school's administration office, and I talked to them, and I said, look, this is what court papers say. This is what Angelica is trying to do. I know that she's familiar with this school district and she is trying to place this daughter into school district. I was like, I'm going to let you know right now that when you go in and you request the documents to have daughter enrolled at this new school, they are going to deny you. They have the court documents on file. They know what's up. They know what Angelica is trying to pull and weasel her way into it, and they are not going to get in any legal trouble. But if you sit there and try to enroll daughter into your school, you could very well face legal uh, issues from not even from me, from FOC, from the courts, from the government, because this is how the court order is. I'm like, I'm letting you know right now so that you guys can make an informed decision. This is what she has. This is what Cody has. This is what she's trying to pull. Um, and the school daughter's school has been informed to not let anybody not give any because when you enroll your child in a school that new here in Michigan at least, um, the new school has to request the info from the old school. You can't just willy-nilly go in there and be like, oh yeah, hey, I want all the information so I can bring my child to a different school. No, that's not how it works here. Here you have to have your child um set up for the school. You have to have the old school. You have to have the new school request the files for the old school. And then the old school will send those over per the new school's request. I put a stop to that automatically. It was like, no, the old school is going to deny that request automatically. So you will have sent it for nothing, but if you still want to try, go ahead. And you can see that I'm not playing. She is holding daughter against daughter's will at this house, and she's trying to switch her schools, which daughter don't want to do. So, in reality, it's not happening. Um, it's like, so if she's already started it, trying to do the enrollment process, you might want to back out. And at this point, we already know Angelica's not handing over. We don't know when we're going to see daughter again. Because the last time that she pulled this and she did enroll daughter into a different school because she lied and falsified papers, um, the school did actually end up getting into trouble. And she had daughter for, I wasn't here for that part, but she did have daughter for over a month. I believe it was over 2 months. So knowing this information, we didn't know when we were going to get daughter back. Then, because I had talked to daughter's school 2 separate times that day, and the school district that Angelica was trying to put daughter in 2 separate times that day. A parenting time complaint was filed first thing that morning, as well as FOC was emailed, um, pretty much about the same thing, but slightly different. Um, just kind of keeping them up on what was going on. Um, and Indo was extremely adamant that she was switching daughter schools and she wasn't bringing daughter back. Well, then we randomly get a text at like 4:30 or something like that. And all of a sudden she's saying, well, daughter's education is very important, so we'll be bringing her back tonight. And apparently she told daughter something about one of the grandmas did a psychic reading on her, and um basically I didn't quite understand all what was said. But basically there was a psychic reading and Angelica decided to return daughter because of the psychic reading. And I was like thinking to myself, she's fucking stupid. Like, don't get me wrong, I do not discount any of that. Um there's I don't discount any of that, okay? But I discount it coming from her because she is always so, I mean, she was very adamant at one point about my about daughter church and God and all this stuff, but people that are Christians like she's claiming to be um don't really do the psychic thing. From what I understand, it's a no-no in the Bible, what I understand. Um But I thought it was highly coincidental, if you know what I mean, that she's trying to enroll daughter in these schools and she can't, and she kept daughter out of school one day. Daughter stayed home with Angelica's boyfriend Ron and was just chilling. She was so concerned about daughter's education, but she kept her out of school for absolutely no reason. Um, other than to be some ignorant, petty little fucking such a stupid decision to make. Uh, but she ended up bringing daughter home. She got here about 5:44 last night, and she's daughter's education. No, bitch, what you tried to do was tried to fucking switch her schools, and then daughter's school denied the new school, which in turn denied you because now they knew what was up. And